Hey folks, welcome back to Splain Daily, where we dive into the stories that make you smile and remember the good times. Picture this. It's 2011. You're kicking back after a long day, flipping through channels, and suddenly you land on this quirky sitcom about a bubbly teacher who crashes into a loft full of mismatched guys. The jokes are sharp, the friendships feel real, and before you know it, you're hooked on New Girl. Fast forward to 2026, and those memories still feel fresh. Today, we're catching up with the New Girl cast in Zoe and Friends, because if this show was part of your weekly routine back then, you probably missed that loft life more than you realize. Stick around, because we've got reunions, life updates, and just enough of that signature banter to take you right back to simpler, funnier days. Let's start with the moment that had fans buzzing not too long ago, the 2025 SAG Awards. February. A room full of Hollywood stars. But for New Girl fans, the real magic happened when Zooey Deschanel, our forever Jess Day, walked on stage with Max Greenfield, the one and only Schmidt. They were there to present Best Ensemble in a comedy series, but honestly, they stole the entire moment. Zoe looked as vibrant as ever with her signature bangs and effortless charm. Max was pure Schmidt energy. Zoe joked about how it had been 8 years since the finale, and Max jumped in with a grin, asking if anyone could believe time had moved that fast. Then came the best part. They roasted their longtime friend Lamorne Morris for his 2024 Emmy win for Fargo. Max joked that Lamorne was out there winning awards and looking like a men's fitness cover model. Zoe chimed in, saying they were proud of him but still waiting for an invite to that glow-up party. The crowd loved it. Social media exploded. Fans called it the reunion they didn't even know they needed. And that's the thing about New Girl. It doesn't just trigger nostalgia. It feels like checking in with old friends who know exactly where you've been in life. For anyone who grew up with this era of television, New Girl hit differently. It wasn't just about punchlines. It was about friendships that carried you through job stress, relationship messes, and those moments when you weren't quite sure what came next. Nick figuring life out one bad decision at a time. Schmidt chasing success while learning what really mattered. Winston slowly discovering his own rhythm. Watching the show back then felt familiar. Watching these cast updates now feels personal. Let's start with the heart of the loft, Jake Johnson as Nick Miller, the grumpy bartender with the soft center. If Nick ever felt like your spirit animal, you're not alone. In 2026, Jake Johnson is doing incredibly well. His career has grown steadily, just like Nick eventually did. Last year, he landed a starring role in an upcoming Apple TV Plus series alongside Tatiana Maslany, blending thriller and comedy in a way that fits his deadpan delivery perfectly. Fans will remember his 2024 film Self-Reliance, which even turned into a mini New Girl reunion when Zooey Deschanel showed up at the premiere. Off-screen, Jake's life is refreshingly grounded. He's been married to artist Aaron Payne since 2006, and they have twin daughters. No Hollywood chaos, just family, work, and balance. In interviews, Jake jokes about where Nick would be today. Probably power washing the driveway, arguing about the rules of true American, and pretending he's not enjoying adulthood. And when asked about a revival, Jake keeps it simple. If Liz Meriwether calls, he's in. Next up is Max Greenfield, the man who turned Douchebag into one of the most iconic comedy arcs of the decade. In 2026, Max is 46 and still going strong. After New Girl, he balanced film roles like Promising Young Woman with steady television work. At home, he's been married to casting director Tess Sanchez since 2008, raising a son and a daughter. He's also shown a softer side online, including a heartfelt tribute last year after the family said goodbye to their longtime rescue dog. At the SAG Awards reunion, Max's chemistry with Zoe was instant, reminding everyone why Schmidt worked so well. When asked about a reboot, Max has said it might be too soon, but he's open. And honestly, imagining Schmidt as a high-powered dad still micromanaging everything feels exactly right. Then there's Lamorne Morris as Winston Bishop, the prank king, the slow-burn favorite who somehow became one of the show's emotional anchors. In 2026, Lamorne is 43 and thriving. His 2024 Emmy win for Fargo changed the game, opening doors to bigger, more complex roles. Off-screen, he's a devoted dad, often sharing parenting moments that feel surprisingly Winston-esque. After the SAG Awards jokes from Zoe and Max, Lamorne fired back online, saying next time they should bring the whole Loft. He's been the most vocal supporter of a revival, joking that if anyone's holding things up, it's Jake. Winston's journey always resonated with fans who found their path a little later than expected, and seeing Lamorne's success now makes those old episodes hit even harder. We can't forget Damon Wayans Jr. as coach. He may have come and gone, but his impact stuck. In 2026, Damon is 44 and continuing his comedy career with guest roles and family-friendly projects. Married with kids, he's kept things low-key, but has said he'd happily return if New Girl ever came back. Coach today would absolutely be yelling encouragement at everyone while running marathons. Hannah Simone as Cece Parekh remains another fan favorite. Now 45, Hannah has focused on hosting, advocacy, and family life. Married to Jesse Giddings with a son, she's spoken openly about how real the cast bond still is. The friendships weren't just for TV. They lasted. And of course, Zooey Deschanel as Jess Day, the heart of it all. In 2026, Zooey is 46 and busier than ever. Her music with She and Him continues to thrive. She's done voice work, including the Trolls franchise, and remains a familiar presence in pop culture. She's been engaged to Jonathan Scott since 2023, and the two have embraced a blended family life while renovating homes and enjoying the moment. No rush, no pressure. Zooey has said she'd return to New Girl in a heartbeat, and that SAG Awards appearance with Max only fueled the hope. As we sit here in 2026, there's still no official reboot announcement. That decision rests with creator Liz Meriwether. But the cast is open, the chemistry is still there, and the fans clearly haven't moved on. New Girl wasn't just a sitcom. It reflected real life, the friends who became family, the laughter that carried you through uncertainty. Watching these updates now brings back memories of your own Loft moments, your own group chats, your own late-night laughs. Thanks for joining me on this trip down memory lane. If you enjoyed this, follow Splain Daily for more heartfelt Hollywood updates. And one last question for you. What's your all-time favorite New Girl episode or moment? Drop it in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going.